Alright, so I'm gonna teach how to do improv because it's better than teaching how to play raid. And, if you did this instead of played a mobile video game, then you would be talented and girls would fall in love with you quicker. Imagine the difference between saying I'm really good at raid compared to I'm really good at keyboard and singing. One's panty soup, one's the opposite. Alright? Whoa, dissonance. So before you can learn how to do improv, pretty much the only thing you need to know is scales. So I'm not going to go through scales because, that's stuff that you can learn. I don't really, I know all the notes, obviously, like C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, but, you can't just get all of that information in all at once, and you're still gonna want to play a song right away. So, it's better to just get a song first. You know what I mean? A lot of people would say, get all your theory down and learn all that math and stuff, but honestly, I never did that. I never did. I don't know why I'm playing dissonant chords anyway. The very first thing that you want to do in improv is come up with a melody. It doesn't have to be a complicated thing. It can be maybe 10 notes long or 8 notes long or however many notes long you want to make it. If you want to go to some kind of tempo, makes it a lot easier. Slow it down maybe for your first song. Yeah, get real slow, So all that is just A, C, E, A, C, A, A, C, E, A, G, E. Really simple, but it sounds cool, right? With a little bit of rhythm. It doesn't take a whole lot to make something sound good. And then if you have your bass notes playing the same chord that you're fingering, basically, it's going to sound like you already know what you're doing, So all I did there is I just moved my left hand down to F, just to give it a little chord change, because it's the other note that would go with this chord. Because an F sharp or an F major chord, it uses a lot of the same notes as an A minor. So you want to use scales that go together, It's hard at first, but once you play around for a couple of years, you'll start to see how, G major 7 always goes with C, and F major 7 always goes with B flat, and D major 7 always goes with G, and E major 7 always goes with A minor, and then you got an F major 7 dominant or something. So after a while you get used to all that different stuff. But anyway, back to their groove. So I like to just complicate things as I go. And sometimes it's all just the same notes, right? Like you have an octave, and then it's the same notes after that. So those are all the same notes. Those are all the same notes, right? So I like to just kind of like move my hands up and down. It makes it sound like, you know, a lot more is going on. It takes a lot of practice to be able to jump back and forth like that. But I think a lot of different songs do that jump thing. So you got to get used to just kind of the muscle memory of it is a huge aspect of it. But just kind of getting your melody down first is really, really important. Like you saw how that turned into a lot more really quick, right? So I'm just doing the A, C, E, C, A, G, A, C, E, C, A, G, A, C, E, C, A, G. And then I'm just doing a chord or A octave with my left hand to give it some support and some bass, you know? Make it sound a little better. What I'm doing there is just A, C, G, but with the F on the bass. And then I can move that with a G. I don't even have to change my right hand at all. I can just walk up and then walk up the third one. Back up to the A. You get the idea? So that's pretty much all it takes to do improv. So I'm gonna just do you know, a whole bunch of video series of different things that I do to make up songs and different melodies that I've come up with that you can try on your own. You know, a thing that you can practice instead of playing video games would be a scale. You know, you can get your fingering right for the scale and get your fingering right for all the different chords. So there's a lot of chords that I just don't know yet, and I've been playing for like 20 years. So yeah, I mean, there's stuff that you know, you can learn right away, and there's stuff that's going to take a lot of time to master. Like a lot of the muscle memory stuff is going to take a long time to master. It's going to be really frustrating. For me, it used to make me feel sick when I would try and I wouldn't get it. If I didn't get it right away, I'd start to feel sick in my head, like in my body. Like I would even feel like I had to, like almost like I was going to pee my pants or something. I don't know how to really explain the feeling. It's really weird anxiety type of feeling when I couldn't get it right, almost like when I couldn't get a math problem right. It had the similar kind of feeling in my head. Anyway, so you can expect to have that kind of level of frustration with it when you first get started. But yeah, I think this is you know, a much better option to playing mobile video games. But hey, you know, you can do both at the same time. You know, I just don't do both because I can't really sit and play video games anymore. My skeletal structure is not allowing it. It's too much pain for me, so I'm just not going to be playing any more video games. I think that part of my life is done. I'm going to be just teaching piano, playing or doing boxing, really enjoying physical activity and stuff like that. Boxing and working out as hard as I can. Excuse me. Yeah. And guitar, I'll probably do something for guitar too at some point because I do like playing guitar. And singing too. And what else will I be doing? Yeah, I mean that's pretty much most of my talents. I mean, yeah. Anyway, I'm sure there's other stuff that I'll do. I'm a creative person. I like to think up weird stuff, and I like to critique things too. I don't know if anybody cares about my opinion, but I like telling it. Yeah. Weird, right? Who likes doing that? Nobody. Nobody. Exactly. So yeah, my neck's kind of hurting from cranking up, so goodbye.